Hello. How is everybody doing tonight? Um, kind of impromptu stream tonight, I guess. Just more so, I had a I had a lot of pickups recently, and since I'm gonna start outputting stuff a little bit more often with a concrete schedule, I just wanted to um, show off some of the stuff that I had been picking up recently. Um, we're grilling, so we can't be locked in. That's all right. Um, that is okay. We're grilling for the 4th of July. Um, I guess that's poor timing on my part. Um, but yeah, um, there will still be lots of crazy cool stuff to cover here. So, um, anyway, we've got a lot of pickups to go through. I've been doing a lot of shopping around ever since I got the handheld that I showed off a couple weeks ago. I don't even know how many weeks ago that was now. I think 3 weeks ago was when I first showed off the Mod Retro Chromatic. Very excited about it. Have still been playing it almost every day. It's been like my daily driver when it comes to gaming, which has been super cool. And it's just super fun revisiting some of the old games that I haven't messed with in a while. Get away from that, you. My cat's digging around in a plastic bag. Um, anyway, so what have we got in front of us here right now? And there's plenty more um, than just this, but two of my most recent pickups were these two games. So we've got first and foremost, bring it down here, F1 Race for the original Game Boy. This was an earlier title on the system, and it's honestly pretty impressive how it looks on the original Game Boy. Um, however, on the Modern Retro Chromatic, it looks fantastic. Um, it looks absolutely fantastic. So that was a great pickup. Very inexpensive, which is unsurprising. Pretty common game, but in this good condition though, it was fairly inexpensive. Next game, kind of a weird one that I just picked up as well. But I've been playing it like crazy. Is Hatris. So um, apparently the original programmer behind the world famous game Tetris made a new game shortly after by the name of Hatris, um, where instead of using tetrominoes, you're using hats to create stacks instead of lines across a screen. And then you clear hats from your store and try not to stack hats to the top of the screen. Once you get past the top, it's game over, similar to Tetris. But this game right here has been eating up hours of my day. It is a crazy, crazy fun game. And, you know, it came from the great mind that made the world famous Tetris. So I never even knew that this game existed, and I found it in a hole in the wall game store, and I was like, I've got to pick this up. It looks great, and it's weird, and I just, that's the kind of stuff that I go for when it comes to games, is like kind of interesting stuff. Um, so this is pretty cool. F1 Race. Is F1 Race a racing game? Yes, it is. It is focused on Formula One racing. So you're driving Formula One cars on a racetrack in kind of like a third person point of view behind the car. It's honestly pretty impressive the way that it looks for 1989. Really, really cool game. So without further ado, let's stop just talking and looking at the plastics. Let's play these damn things, huh? Let's load these up. Um, so to do that, I actually finally have a scene now set up for these, which is cool. Thank you to the MC Enthusiast for making that recommendation, because I did that earlier. So plug F1 Race into the back. And fun little fact that I just learned is that so long as this is plugged in via USB-C, I can still operate it. See the LED flashing. I can actually still operate it while it's plugged in USB-C via camera mode. I don't have to waste battery life with my rechargeable batteries. I can save those for when I'm not plugged in streaming the games, which is pretty insane. So yeah, let's get this hooked up. If I come over into this scene now here, you'll see there's nothing on the screen. However, when I turn this on, we should be able to activate the video capture. And once I get that set up, properties, and there we go. All right. Here we are in its original DMG glory. There we go. Insane how fast this the tricks. They're using optical tricks in the programming of this game to make it look like you're traveling very quickly, and um, although it seems kind of insignificant, thinking about it, that it's just blinking colors on a screen to imply movement. It's still very impressive how they did it. Honestly, it's very, very impressive how they got it to look like it was moving so rapidly despite all that. So let's turn on the game sound, shall we? Okay, got game sound on. Let's see. Get rid of that. Okay, so Grand Prix. Let's actually, I'm going to change my palette here too. I can change my palette in the system's OS here. So it's telling me I don't have any batteries in here, but it's working because it's plugged in right now. I think I will go with dark blue because that makes the Formula One car red, which is cool. Yeah, dark red. Yeah, that's sick. Okay, sweet. Let's continue. Okay, so Canada is where I was last at. 2 laps in our Formula One car. We'll select the Type B vehicle. It has higher speed, so obviously it's better. I don't actually know. I don't know anything about the mechanics of this game. It's just like a cool little racing game. Alright. Past this guy. So yeah, it flashes like the place up above at the top of your visor here. And you want to you're trying to like decelerate as you go around corners so you don't slide off the track, which is cool. It'll play little tunes throughout the race. Oh, and I just hit a sign because I'm not paying attention. I also like too that they knew to cycle the colors as you move more quickly. Like once you reach top speeds, the colors of the sides, which are flashing to imply movement along the track. I like how they adjusted the colors to make it look like one is moving fast, and then when you stopped or slowed down, the colors darken. I think that's a really interesting detail that I can appreciate a lot. All right, fourth place now. Probably not going to make first on this one. All right, last lap. Kind of has a really similar feel to Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, honestly, with the perspective of driving. Ooh. Yeah, that was not great. Not a great turn. Oh, jeez. Oh, this guy's flying ahead of me. Come on. Oh, no way. I'm not even going to place in this round. Alright, well, got fourth place. Kind of stunk that whole time, but I think this is probably one of the most charming aspects of the game though. It's like if you place different places it like you get a little animation at the end, which is very very silly and entertaining. Um, but yeah, so that's F1 race. I'm not great at it, but definitely takes some getting used to, I think. Let's try again. Oh, geez, I hit the sign again. There we go, now I'm catching up fast. There we go. Fly past this guy. Oh. There we go. Now we got him. Now we got him. Now we got him. Now we're past him. All right, second place. Second place. Here we go. Here we go. Is this it? Is this the race? Probably not. Yeah, no way. He beat us a while ago, but second place. Still have to try again, but yeah, Formula One race, pretty cool. So next game here, we will we'll try out Hatris. So let's go ahead and just quick deactivate this to switch our games. Since we got to turn it off anyway. All right, bulletproof software. There we go. 1989, Hatris license to bulletproof software. There's the lore right there, in plain sight for you to see. All right. So, this is Hatris. Very clearly, right off the bat, you can see this game is not. It's pretty silly looking. But trust me, this game means business. It gets hard pretty quick, and it can really make you glued to the screen. Honestly, it's so much fun. So let's give it a shot. Yeah, let's leave the music on. Alright. So you stack the hats according to category. You've got cap, cowboy hat, and sun hat. And then there we go. You clear them by making a stack of 5. And these first couple levels are pretty easy. You know, it kind of lulls you into a false sense of security, and then it gets really hard. Oh, okay, can't stack that there. There we go. Okay. Make that go away. There we go. There we go. Alright. And then it also adds new hats as you complete stages, too. I think the first stage you have to get 10 hat stacks sent off. There we go. Okay. Look, see, already I'm having trouble here. So now there's a top hat involved, which that's not too easy to clear, or too difficult to clear, rather. And I've already locked myself out, basically, so I gotta do this. And then, there we go. And now I can start moving stuff around. So there's that. Oops. Kind of locked myself out of that one. Alright. Get that going. There we go. Clear that. And clear that. Drop that down there. Stack that. Clear that. Get that started. Okay. Stack that. Okay. There we go. Is it gonna... I don't know. I don't want to chance it. I kind of just want to let it go. Um, I want to see if maybe there's a way I can, at the split second, get it over 1. Ah, oh well. Well, whatever. It's okay. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. And we gotta clear that. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. The music is so good in this game too. There we go. Stack that. There we go. Okay. Stack that. Boom, boom. Okay, and then the samurai helmets just swallow a whole line in case you have something that's stacked too high up. I should have done that the opposite way. Oh well. Double clear. Okay. On to the next stage. If you guys have ever played Hatris before, let me know if you have any tips, because honestly, this game is super fun, but there's a certain point where I just always have a lot of trouble, and I have not been able to adapt to the gameplay challenge yet. And that is when the starry wizard hats start to come into place. When the wizard hats come in, that's when I usually start to have trouble. And then on top of that, the crowns. I actually did get to the crown stage yesterday, which I was pretty excited about. And yeah, it did not take very long for me to fail that, though. So, when you guys know any tips, that would be really appreciated. Oh, that was perfect. Got it to stack up right in its place. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm not gonna risk that. Nope. Wasn't fast enough. That's okay. Oh. You know, I've always wondered what happens if you stack 5 of the samurai hats, because it is considered technically like another type of hat, right? So, we'll just give you like an extreme bonus? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen. But I haven't gotten to that point yet. Here we go. Stack that. Okay. There we go. Nice. Oh, there we go. To do that. Yeah, we'll just lose that on that one cowboy hat at the bottom there. We'll clear the top of that. Stack this. Ooh, that kind of stinks. For some reason, I feel like this is the right move. It was not. It was not the right move. Okay. Oh, that sucks. All hope is not lost, though. There we go. Nice. Pass. Okay. Now here comes the wizard hats. Now shit starts to hit the fan. At least for me. Music's still fire, though. There we go. Okay, cleared that. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. We can do this. Clear that. Clear both of those. Have enough room to do that. And that again. Have enough room to do that. And then clear this and start to clear that row. Oh, I should have moved that over one. Oops. Well, we'll leave that in there. Oh, shoot. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. And then, do this. No. Let's do it. Yeah, that was gonna go first. Okay. I think we have enough. Hear this. It kind of honestly, it kind of reminds me of Dr. Mario. I'm not gonna lie. It reminds me a lot of Dr. Mario, where you have to like stack a certain number in a row, but I don't know if it's in multiple directions. Like, I don't know if you can stack horizontally on the bottom. I never actually tried that. Probably should have. But yeah. Honestly, if I just keep playing this, we'll probably be here forever, so I'm not gonna stop it soon. So I'm actually having a better round than I was earlier. Which, I don't know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just get good pair-ups with hats. Just like any Tetris game. That was really silly of me. Anyway. There you go. Game over screen. That's what it looks like. So we got that. But I could play that game forever. This game is so cool. It is so much fun. My password is just gonna go away, or my username is just gonna go away before I turn it on again. So no real point in putting it in, but just for the sake of putting it on stream, there you go. I placed on the high scoreboard. And that's Hatris. Pretty cool. So So, a little sneak peek. Switch back to our studio cam here, and I'm gonna get some other pickups that I made. So this is kind of something I've been getting a little bit more into recently, which is complete in-box Game Boy Color games. Kind of a dangerous area. Some of these can get really, really expensive. However, when the price is decent, um, admittedly, it's kind of hard to say no to. So this is a complete in-box copy of Centipede for the Game Boy Color. I um, picked up the original Game Boy Color copy of Centipede, or an original Game Boy, a copy of Centipede, um, which I ended up trading in with some other games that I had tried out and didn't really enjoy too much. They weren't really what I was expecting in order to buy this, a complete box copy of Centipede for the Game Boy Color. So an upgrade, pretty sick, pretty sick. From Game Boy to Game Boy Color. So really happy that I was able to pick this up, and I'm gonna be reopening it for you guys. Um, so this is the actual unboxing portion. Is reopening some of these older games. I should probably get a tool to open this properly so I don't mess with the cardboard at all. I really would rather not damage the box on this thing, but yeah. So some of these older games can get really expensive to purchase, and I just want to take this to lift the tab up here. There we go. Some of these games can get really expensive when they're complete in box. This was not. This was only like $20, um, which compared to other typical complete in box game prices, that's pretty good. Most of the other games that they had in the case that this was with were between 60 to like $130. Honestly, all of the ones that they did have were, all things considered, like for what the games were, they were pretty reasonably priced. Um, so this was already opened by the original owner, but I did buy it today from a retro game store local to my area. So this is what the box's contents have in it. I'll show you the box here. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm way too excited. So Centipede, distributed by Majesco Sales Incorporated. You're trapped in a perilous enchanted forest. Dark, dangerous mushrooms push up through the squishy forest floor, surrounding you on every side. Threatening thumps and evil buzzing fill the air. Something slimy flashes through the mushrooms, closing in on you. Suddenly, glaring eyes, quivering antennae jump right out at you. Sparks fire from your magic wand again and again, destroying the centipede before its diminishing body can grow new heads. But more perils lurk in the forest: fierce centipedes, deadly spiders, venomous fleas, and poisonous scorpions. You pick the magic wands, and you just might make it out alive. So, there we go. That's the description of the game, based on the original arcade hit classic Centipede by Atari, imported to the Nintendo Game Boy Color. Compatible on both original Game Boy and Game Boy Color systems. So this is one of those black cartridges that represent that it is compatible on both systems, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Still in its original little plastic sleeve there. This is what it looks like. It is in amazing condition. I've seen a couple of these in different stores in like a slightly different label. None of them have had this particular label with like the kind of poorly CGI, low polygon rendered centipede on the front. Um, Kind of reminiscent of like the Rampage arcade cabinet style. I've never seen one with this label before, so today when I saw this, and I was already looking for a Game Boy Color version of this game, I was like, I've got to pick it up. So here is this game. It still has in the box the original instruction booklet, as well as all the other fun inserts, consumer information manual, and a Nintendo Power subscription paper. Taking a look at this, you can pay 19.95 US dollars for 12 issues of Nintendo Power. You can send in um, your information here to Nintendo, or at least you could have at one point. And this just gives a little bit of a description regarding Nintendo Power. Nutritional facts, or what's really in Nintendo Power. Gives a little description of the subscription service and what's included in the magazines. Super cool. Very cool that this and how good condition this still is. And yeah, you gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. So anyway, let's try this game out. I may have played this game already on stream once as the original Game Boy Color version, or the original DMG 001 version, not the Game Boy Color. So there we go. Again, this is what the box looks like. Honestly, love these boxes, these original boxes. I'm still kind of looking for a company that can do custom box prints for boxes like, say, for example, the Pokemon Prism game, right? Like that wouldn't have had a box. So to find a company that does box prints, or even finding an image where I can print the box art myself onto some coated cardstock would be really sick. But yeah, we can play a couple minutes of this. There we go. Switch us over to the other scene here. Switch this on. There we go. Morningstar Multimedia. Oh, look at that. It is in color. Awesome. There we go. Centipede now in full color. Very cool. One thing that I think is interesting is that on the back of the box, so I'd always thought that this game was more of like a sci-fi kind of setting, and it seems to be more of like a fantasy setting because it talks about wands and magical centipedes, and the instruction booklet even names the different enemies and stuff as beings of a magical origin, which is pretty cool. So I guess the little ship that's flying around, I always thought was like a spaceship or a pod, and it's actually like a wand or something, or a person holding a wand and shooting off magical sparks, something along those lines. Pretty cool though. Oh, I guess I'm actually playing now, okay. Didn't quite know what I was getting myself into there for a second. Gameplay of this game is fairly simple. You just you're just aiming for all the different things moving on the screen. And again, I had this as a copy for the original Game Boy, DMG001, and it was honestly pretty great, but I was really hoping to find a Game Boy Color cartridge of it, which I'm very happy that I did. Um, oh, spider almost got me. There we go. Okay. And apparently there's a scoring method with the spiders. See, I always thought that in the games, the score of the spider was based upon their color, and the instruction manual actually told me that it's based upon their distance from you. There we go. Which is really interesting. I never knew that. And also, like when the centipedes like come straight down at the bottom of the screen like that, it's because they've touched the darkened mushrooms on the screen, um, which are darkened by the like scorpion creatures that move across the center of the screen as you play. Like it's a lot of the enemy sprites work synergistically with one another to make the game more difficult for you, which I think is really interesting because I really didn't even know that there was like that much depth in terms of mechanics in this game. I really had no idea. Pretty cool to find that out though, and maybe that's just in this game and not in the original, um, not in the original arcade game. But I imagine that it's very similar at the very least. Um, Instruction booklet also gave me some tips on how to get farther in the game, which was pretty cool. Um, oh, there's the scorpion flying by. You gotta get him. Gotta get him. There he goes. He's down. Dude, those are fleas, the guys that fall. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Gotta get it. So the darkened mushrooms are poison ones, and when the centipedes touch the poison mushrooms, they they just kind of dive bomb in whatever direction is adjacent to them towards the bottom, from where they hit the mushroom, the poison mushroom. Pretty interesting. Um, uh, I just got another one up, I think. Yeah, you get a one up every 12,000 points. I don't know if you can have more than three wands at a time though. All right, now there's too much shit flying around the screen. I can't. Come on. Oh. Oh my gosh, and the flea got me. Well, anyway, we'll deactivate the retro cam for now and move on to the next thing. So, okay, there we go. Turn this off. Okay. So there's that. So that is our the Centipede game. I actually just picked that up today, um, which is pretty cool. So all the games we've talked about so far today in this live stream, we've got um, F1 Race, Hatris, Centipede, and Pokemon Prism. And then there is, let's see. Oh, I actually don't know if I showed this to you guys yet. Um, so this game is really spectacular and special because I've actually played a newer version of it on stream before. Um, but since my last like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stream, I don't think I've shared any of this stuff with you. So this was and let me know if I actually have showed this off on stream before. Um, okay, so you played the original Centipede in the arcade when it came out in 1981. That is awesome. I love the Centipede arcade cabinets. Um, and again, just to kind of bring this back into the spotlight a little bit. So I love the original cabinets, and then um, what I always thought was cool was like when you would actually beat a level, the screen would like flash all different colors. Um, and yeah, the sounds of the machine were also like super bass heavy, so it was just like a real, very intense experience to play it on the original arcade cabinet. Lots of stuff flying around at you and everything. So great game. Definitely a good pickup for today, and cool to have a complete in box too. So this was another new pickup that I got a little while back. It is a original copy of Pokemon Pinball with a working, rather tightly packed Rumble Pack here. There we go. Has a working Rumble Pack in it. Super cool. Um, and complete with the Rumble Pack cover, which I did end up actually having to replace from another game, but it's complete now, at least. um, so yeah, this is super cool. Has a working Rumble Pack, and yeah, so the Rumble Pack, what it does is it actually does allow the system to vibrate as it's plugged into the the Game Boy, and the function does actually also work on the Mod Retro Chromatic too. Um, it has a little motor in this bubble right here where it says Rumble. There's like a little motor that you'd find in like say a motorized toothbrush or something like that, and then when certain things in the game happen, it shakes, and it shakes really intensely. Like the first time I'd fired it up in the chromatic, it damn near shook itself out of the system. It was really, really, really violent. It's very loud too. I think that it also doesn't help that like the system is metal, so um, it's just way louder because the whole system is metal. But like, and this is kind of just you know seated inside of that little like 2 inch or um yeah, the little 2 inch gap between roughly roughly here and where the actual cartridge seat is, so it just kind of shakes around a lot. But luckily it did not shake itself out of the system, and it actually stayed plugged in and everything, and I didn't have any trouble with that. But still really cool. Another kind of like weird cartridge or game to add to the collection of like just different interesting Game Boy stuff. This was also found at a really great price. It's like $23, which is insane for an original Pokemon game to be found out in the wild at. So I was really happy to pick this up. But of course, without further ado, let's show some gameplay. show some quick gameplay of Pokemon Pinball, the Game Boy Color version of Pokemon Pinball. It's going to look a little bit different than the Game Boy Advance version that I was playing on stream before our Mystery Dungeon streams. So, yeah, let's get right into it. There we go. Okay. So, probably increase the volume of this a little bit. Yeah. This is Pokemon Pinball in general is probably like one of my favorites. Just spin-off titles or spin-off series within the Pokemon games. I love Pokemon Pinball. I think it's such a good idea, considering that the whole game's concept surrounds Pokeballs and like catching them, and there's a lot of like randomness involved. So a pinball game is just a great way to tie that in. So let's see. Red or blue? What are we thinking here, folks? I think I'll go with blue here. There we go. Alright, the Rumble Pack is live. You might be able to hear it get picked up on the mic, because it's just so darn loud. Especially when the Pika Saver comes on, the Pika Saver makes it go crazy. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, and back around. Oh, we missed the catch-em chance. And the bumpers are going crazy. Back around. There we go. Come on. Oh, there we go. And we got a small bonus. There we go. Catch 'em start. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's a Sandshrew, I think. It is a Sandshrew. Cool. Oh yeah, now it's gonna go crazy. You can probably hear that a little bit. It's honestly super loud. There we go. Now we're in business here. There he is. Sandshrew. Okay, good. We still have the ball saver on. Now, one other kind of cartridge that I would love to find is a copy of Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, because that's another like weird one. I don't know if that has a rumble pack, um, if it's a rumble pack that one has, or if it's a gyroscope or something adjacent to like a gyroscope in Kirby's Tilt and Tumble. Because that one you're able to actually like tilt the Game Boy and um, get Kirby to kind of like move different directions. That would be another really cool one to find where it's like some different Game Boy hardware. Oh, we get to evolve Sandshrew. That's cool. Oh, come on. Gotta reseat the cartridge. It's feeling kind of loose in there. Pokemon is tired. Alright. I'm trying not to lose the ball. There we go. Alright, so it's right at the top, so I gotta... Oh my goodness. There we go. Well, at least we'll get it here. Wow. Really glad we still have our ball saver. I would have lost the ball like 8 times now. There we go, okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's right there. That's a really weird place for it to be. Oh, and we got it. Let's go. Okay, now we gotta hit this bumper. Oh, we just missed it. There we go, we got it. Okay. Oh, well, we don't have ball saver anymore, so we just gotta be super careful. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. We got it. Oh! There we go. Right in. Nice. We evolved Sandshrew into a Sand Slash. Nice. Oh, Meowth bonus. Go to Meowth stage. Yes. So still similar to like the Game Boy Advanced versions of this game, each stage has its own bonus, and you gotta like do different things based on what the bonus is. In my opinion, though, this game is like way harder on the bonuses and stuff. Like I don't even know how many of these you need to get in order to technically beat the bonus. Oh, wow. Come on. Oh, and I lost it. 5 seconds. Oh, nope. In Meowth stage. Okay. Big bonus. 1,000,000. Nice. Alright, thank you, Pikachu. Whoa. Oh. Ah. And that's it. Oh, okay. Well, and it's our final score. Okay. So there was that. Pretty cool. Pokemon Pinball, original Pokemon Pinball for the Game Boy Color. Very, very, very cool. All right. What else do we have? So this I'm gonna need everybody to lock in for, because this is the craziest find yet, admittedly. I didn't even know that this existed, period. And uh, yeah, I was so stoked to find out that it did exist. Because I was feeling like it came up on stream recently. Somebody in chat had mentioned it. So I just wanted to, when I saw it, I was like, okay, well, there's no way I'm not buying that. It is a complete inbox game, a complete inbox brand new Game Boy game, um, for 2025, and yeah, without further ado, I just got to make sure that let's see. Okay, so this is mission critical lock in, folks. Absolute mission critical. So we're playing the animation, the lock in animation. Um, so I used to own a copy of a similar game, not the exact same, but of a similar game back in uh, back before I sold my original collection. Um, in like early 2021, I believe is when I sold my original collection of Game Boy games, and I had a similar game in my collection. And honestly, it was fun. It was very, very hard, and it was also memed on a lot, which is part of the reason why I liked having it so much. Angry Video Game Nerd did an episode on it, and yeah, just a really cool game that I was surprised to have got my hands on, and then I sold it, and I was kind of sad that I did, but I've recently found a similar game, which I'm very excited to share with you all. Um, just need to put this out there first here. Um, so this is what I have been waiting this whole time to show all of you. A brand new, complete inbox, brand new for 2025, Battletoads Double Dragon Game Boy game. with a limited edition holographic green cartridge to match, produced and distributed by Retrobit in 2025. This game is one of a kind. They only had one on the shelf. It was the only one that they had ordered to the retro game store that I bought this from. It was not price hiked. It was listed at the MSRP that the original producer of the game had listed. So it was at a deal that's as good as it was going to get. And I just could not say no. I wanted to buy back my original Battletoads game, but honestly, at this point, for a new game in 2025, I think this is better. I do think that this is better. Um, so, without further ado, let's rip the tape off of this bad boy, and let's get right into this thing. I am so excited to show you guys. There we go. So again, complete in box Battletoads game for the original Game Boy. Released brand new in 2025. We'll start off by showing off the front cover. First of all, super cool, like foil and like different, they've got like a double texture box on this, which is just insane. Um, this bit here is just like a kind of a display sleeve that goes on the outside as it goes into the box, which I'm going to keep with the box itself. But yeah, different from a traditional Game Boy or Game Boy Color game, it doesn't open up in like the traditional kind of sleeve way. There's your different weapons that you can have. Um, I think these are like Zit's sunglasses, and then the axe nunchucks and brass knuckles. This is what the back of the box looks like. The sides. Still has the Rare logo, which is super cool because the original Battletoads game was developed by Rare. But yeah, super cool box. Has your Double Dragon character and um, Battletoads characters, some of their enemies, and a combination of their two game mascot logos. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And open up the box. Got some more box art inside. Super cool. Super cool. This plastic insert does come out, I believe. Yes, there we go. Okay. And then, oh, it's a numbered copy? Oh, wow. I'm going to be honest with you folks, I actually did not know that this was a numbered copy of the game. Number 1500 out of 1910. So there's only 1,910 copies, and I have copy number 1500. Kind of cool that mine ends in a 00. That's pretty sick. Um, I had no idea that that was a thing. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Super stoked about that. Um, here's the instruction manual. Never did I think I would see the day where a Discord, Facebook, Instagram, or X logo would be inside the manual of a Game Boy game. Kind of kind of fascinating to think about, but here we are in the 2020s with a brand new Game Boy game, so that's what you get. Social media tags and such in a Game Boy game manual. The Ultimate Team. Following her crushing defeat at the hands of the Battletoads on Ragnarok's world, the humiliated Dark Queen hightailed it to the outer reaches of the universe. Months have passed, and the Queen's parting threat of revenge has become a distant memory to Professor T-Bird and the Battletoads Zitz, Rash, and Pimple. Interesting names, um, but cool nonetheless. However, when a mysterious energy beam from outer space renders Earth's military might powerless and a city-sized spaceship called the Colossus smashes out of the moon, the professor knows it has to be the Dark Queen trying her latest galaxy-dominating plan. He's right, of course, but what he doesn't realize is that the shady lady's taking no chances this time, and she's cunningly teamed up with the equally shady Shadow Boss. This means that Battletoads will not only have to fight the Queen and her sidekicks, General Slaughter, Big Blag, and Robo Manus, but Obo or Abobo and Roper, the Shadow Boss's minions, as well. So that's how it stands, Toads. The Dark Queen's got herself some serious backup, and now she's coming to take over your Earth. What are you going to do about it? Important questions. A little bit of character overviews, and it just kind of continues to talk about the universe of the game, which is super cool. You've got the controls highlighted in the manual. Points are totally spelled with a D, um, totally numerical. Lives are heartily highlighted. The more the merrier, so get those one-ups. Energy lurks within some pods. Smash and grab 'em, team. Description of how to play and how to progress. Description of Dragon Force techniques. Interesting. Do they have the same things for? Oh, yes. Yeah. Battletoad smash hits, Kiss My Fist, Big Straight Punch, Big Bad Boot, Big Kick, Nuclear Knuckles, Double Handed Slam, the Battletoad Butt, the Big Headbutt. Pretty cool. Swingin' size 13s, Big Kick while on Turbo Rope, Take Out the Trash, picks up and throws on the ground. Okay, interesting. So all the different combo moves that you can do in the game, pretty cool. Um, bonus pods, dynamites and grenades. Bust up a walker and you can use his broken legs. Oh. Using this on baddies gives Toads access to the No Way Thwack, or No Way Back Thwack, and enables dragons to use their jab and stab strike. So there's also kind of a character selection screen as well. At the beginning of this game, instead of just your typical 3 Toads for this game, you also get access to the 2 Double Dragon characters, which is super cool. Oh man, all the different bosses. So the different bosses we've got. Abobo, Dorman of Doom. Oh no, those are other enemies too. Um, Big Blag, Ryder, Guido, Linda Lash, Raven, the security camera. I don't think that's a boss. um, the Roper, Buzz Disc, and Colossus. The ship's the size of a city, chock full of hench people of the Shadow Boss and the Dark Queen, and packed with enough ordnance to invade a galaxy. Enough said. General Slaughter, Robo Manus, Lopar, Window Man of Doom, Scuzz, Shadow Boss, who's got love tattooed on his knuckles. Interesting. Um, and Dark Queen. Battletoads Legacy Cartridge Collection. I Am 8-Bit. In 2020, I Am 8-Bit released a limited edition. If yours is from this collection, open market value generally sits around 199 to 225. So this is actually a little bit different. This is combo Battletoads and Double Dragon, released by Retrobit, the company Retrobit. So it is a little bit different. Um, I Am 8-Bit though. I'll have to look at that company because I am actually looking for other of these kind of like newer released Game Boy games. I saw that Limited Run just did a re-release, legacy cartridge release of Spanky's Quest, which is honestly like a super fun game that was released on the original Nintendo. It's playable on the Nintendo Switch NES emulator that they have. If you have Nintendo Online, they have Spanky's Quest. It's a super fun like puzzle slash platforming game. Um, I don't even know if that's what you'd classify it as. Honestly, it's kind of its own lane. It's a very fun game though, very addicting game. So they just did a re-release of Spanky's Quest, and then um, I know Limited Run also just did a re-release of Trip World too, which is really cool. And I guess the game store that I was at um, put a plushie in the cabinet as well with a sign that said that when you buy the Trip World game, you get the plushie with it. So it's kind of like a special edition release with a plush too of the character from Trip World. It's all cool stuff, man. I'm all into it. Um, but yeah, this game is the combo Battletoads and Double Dragon. So it includes characters from both classic Game Boy game series um, that are like action fighting games on the original Game Boy, and it just kind of combines the two universes together as a limited edition game, which is super cool. I love both of the series, so to see this come out was just phenomenal. Um, what did I pay for this? I paid um, I paid 45 for the game new in box, um, which I think personally was really great. Was a really great price. Um, I didn't realize again that it was a numbered copy, so I imagine that will only increase the value. I really did not know all that, and I ended up actually getting it slightly discounted because I still had some credit from games that I had traded in at that same retro game store. So that was pretty cool. I was able to get it at a slightly lower price because of games I traded in. That was pretty sick. So here is the cartridge itself. Super duper shiny. Very shiny cartridge. Even the lettering on the cartridge is like foil. Not trying to blind you guys, but yeah, even the lettering on the cartridge is foil. The cartridge itself is very shiny. Very, very shiny. And yeah, says Retrobit at the top. But I'll definitely look into I Am 8-Bit because, like I said, I'm looking for other companies too that do this kind of reproduction work, which I'll be talking about after I show off this game a little bit because there is another game that will be coming in which I will definitely be doing a full stream playthrough of, um, because I'm very excited about it. But this, when I saw this, I had to pick it up because it's super super sick. So here we go. Let's turn it over to the mod retro screen here. Suck you guys into the game here. Here we go. Into the low poly dimension we go. All right. Back in business. Black and white, that's boring. Let's change the color palette to something a little bit more appropriate for Battletoads. How about we do the red? I think that'll make the Battletoads blue, or green rather. Yeah, there we go. So we got, oh, okay, it's Rash that has the sunglasses, that's right. So we got Rash, Zitz, and Pimple. Then we got Billy and Jimmy from the Double Dragon series. Honestly, I think I'm going to go with Rash here. Rash is cool, he's got his cool sunglasses on. So, Battletoads, pretty interesting, right? It's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles adjacent kind of series, but it kind of has come into its own for just being so unique as a... being so unique as like this weird kind of whacked out fighting game fighting action series for the for Nintendo consoles, especially a lot of the older ones. So you kind of fight these guys, and then when you knock them down, you can give them the big old boot, just like that. There we go. Got some health blocks back. These like androids are getting dropped from the sky. I gotta kick them out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, I actually did get that. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, he got me. Yeah, there you go. Get out of here. 5,000 points. Yeah, it's awesome. A Retro Blaster. Yeah. Fuck him up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is great. Oh. Grab him right out of the sky and throw him around. Gotta let him come on screen there. There we go. Oh. There we go. Now we got him. Okay. I gotta find another pod with extra health in it. Oh. These shadow soldiers are coming after me. Get lost. Give him a big old boot. Get him out of here. Alright, they're trying to sneak up. Trying to sneak up. Blam! Get out. Oh. Fuck me up. Kick him right off screen. There we go. Okay, I gotta get the blaster to come back here. There we go. Yeah, toss him around a little bit. Yeah! Oh, these things. Yeah, you gotta... Oh, you gotta not do that. Smash him. You gotta smash him. There we go. Okay, there we go. We got him. Okay, watch out for all the little things that fly out. So I'm like a toad that's in space, I guess. right now. I'm able to breathe just out of pure awesomeness, I guess. I'm just on a ship. Even Star Fox needs like some kind of spacesuit to do this. I don't even need a spacesuit. I'm just built different. I'm rash. Oh. Yeah, you thought. No way. No way. No way. No way. Oh. Oh. Get out of here. This is just great. Oh. Smash. Smash him. There we go. Now he's a goner. Get out of here. And you make this silly face too, this big wide open mouth stare, which is really funny. Oh, he got me. It's okay, I had a 1-up from extra points. Gotta stay low so his punches don't hit you at the top. Oh, oh no. Oh no, oh no, I gotta get up. I gotta get up. Oh, he's kicking me. Bam! Get out of here. Oh, there he goes, flying off the ship. Yup. Goner. Amazing. That's a flawless level. Flawless level 1. Abobo, I could beat you. Useless lumbering half-wits don't scare us. Come here and say that, scrawny lizard. Come on into my lair. Big Blag's gonna stomp and chomp ya. I guess because he's a rat, he probably has a New York accent. Like a New York City accent. That's what the words look like, at least. Based on his dialogue. Jump and stomp you. Maybe kind of sounds like the penguin. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got the pods. Oh, we got a walker. We got a walker. Yes. Pummel him right into the ground. Don't even... Oh yeah, beat him over the head with the leg of the thing. Bam! Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did I lose? Oh, dang, I can't go back. Alright, well, that's okay. Oh, I missed my opportunity there. Bam. There you go, just like that. Whack. There we go. Can't go back, thwack. That's what that combo move is. Okay, so this guy's throwing... He's throwing bombs out here. Oh, okay. Oh, alright, alright, alright. There we go, okay. Now he threw it through the door, I guess. Okay, oh, gotta dodge that. Okay, throw it through the door. Okay, run back here, throw it through the door. Alright, there we go. And do I walk through here? Okay. Level 2-2. Yeah, just don't even bother burying him. I already took care of it. Oh, and I got a 1-up too. Nice. Can I not? Oh, I guess I can't go up. I guess I gotta go this way. There we go. Oh, oh. What's going on? He's dancing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're all dancing. It's synchronized. This is like the part of the movie where we do like a synchronized dance. There we go. Anyway. Oh, and well, this is what I get. This is what I get for taunting them. This is what they get for hurting me a little bit. Pummel them right into the ground. Oh, and the lights just flickered. Alright, folks, well, I might, stream might end a little abruptly tonight. Our power went out last night because of the storm, and the lights just flickered again, so not super hopeful that we're, gonna maintain power here. But hopefully we do. So if the stream abruptly ends, just know that that's why. Power went out. I apologize in advance if that does happen, but figure I'd at least warn you. There we go, okay. Oh! I guess I'm in like a rampage mode or something. I don't even know. This is crazy. There we go. There we go. Okay, I got a little bit of health there from that. Come up here, whatever that thing is. Okay, come over here. Okay, come on, throw one more. There we go. Come on, keep chucking them. I can do this all day. Level 2-3. Oh man, it's getting crazy out there. I gotta get the bonus eggs. There we go. I don't know how I missed that one. Okay. We gotta dodge the obstacles here. Just like in the original. Jump. Down. Up. And jump. Jump. Oh, almost missed that. Okay. And what? Oh, wait. No way. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh. Here we go. We got him. Come up real far. Oh, no. He's getting me. Oh, got me. There we go. Got him. Okay, I gotta be locked in for this part. Oh, come on now. Alright. Okay. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Jump. 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 Oh, and we got We got big Blag here. Give him the boot. Give him the boot. Oh, he got me. Okay. Oh. Knocked me out. Come on. Come on, get out of here. Yeah, there we go. Get out of here. And we got a life back too. Level 2 has been and gone, team. You don't look so big now, Blag. Never pick on those smaller than you. Fist versus bullets. I'm gonna use your butts as target practice. Level 3-1. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. I'm just gonna see how far we can go. Oh. Get out of here. Get out of here. No way. No way. Oh my god. This is crazy. Blam. Blam. Oh my gosh. That's insane. What the heck was that? What the heck did I just do there? You guys see that? That was insane. Oh, I knew there was going to be something fishy about that. Oh. Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, you got to jump right underneath them, I see. And we're like grab onto them and tear them down. Alright, so how the heck, what do I do here? Oh. What? I'm so confused. What do I do? Oh. Alright. What? Oh, come on now. We weren't even that far into the level. That was wild. Okay. That was kind of odd. Was it not? I mean, we still managed to get through that, but that was a little odd. Alright, there we go. We know how to take those guys out now. Still not sure of what's going on. You see that? That was a big one. Still not sure of what's going on here with this. Can I double jump or something? I can hold A to jump really high. I still can't. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Let me check the instruction manual. Okay, mines. That doesn't look like a pod, it looks like something else. Whatever that is, I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out how I'm supposed to use it, this like egg-shaped thing. Because it doesn't look like the bonus pods, it looks like something different. Oh, okay, yeah. Press B to throw rope or descend down chasms. Okay. So that's what we were doing. All right. That's right. Okay. All right. Well, that we did use up all our lives trying to figure that out, but that's what the instruction manual is for. All right. Grab them and then just swing them around. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Kick them around and then swing them over our heads. It's nobody's business. Alright, so we know what to do here now. Press B to swing across. Then we jump off. Whatever that thing is, I really don't know. Okay, we got the camera though. And the machine gun, whatever that is. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? There we go. Okay, we got it. We got it. Alright. Oh. Come on. There we go. Get out of here. Okay. Health restored. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay, we got rid of that. Alright. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, so we are descending here. Ah! Ah, buzzsaw! Ah! Ah! Now there's two of them. I'm worried that they're going to show up on the other side. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was way too close for comfort. Oh my... Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay, we got whatever that thing is. Oh. Oh, it got us. Anyway, we touched it. Oh no! Oh. Darn it. Alright. Well, I'm not going to restart that whole thing, I don't think. Instead, I'm just going to deactivate this and go back to our camera here. So, turn that off. So, coming back to the main setting here, our studio here, we just went over Battletoads and Double Dragon for the original Game Boy, and honestly, that was super cool. I love the fact that they improved a lot of elements from the original game, made the like racing sequence a lot more playable, which is very good. Um, and you know, just filled it with more action-packed moments. Um, so that's super cool. I can't wait to play through the whole game with you guys on stream. That is going to be super exciting. We'll have to do a full stream, or maybe like some kind of challenge run, zero death run, Battletoads Double Dragon. But yeah, super cool game cartridge, super cool game, and really just awesome. Awesome that I had an opportunity to get my hands on this. Again, I had no idea that it was a numbered copy, so that's really cool. And yeah, in other kind of like retro gaming news here, I did want to share with you guys something that I just recently purchased as well. It won't be coming in for a while because they just mentioned that they had to delay pre-orders for it, but I'm still really excited. Still very excited for it to come in, and I think I am just going to wait until it actually arrives before I play it. In response to not having the pre-orders arrive on time, they had actually distributed a free ROM of the game to those who had pre-ordered, which was honestly really cool of the company to do. And you just don't see that kind of care anymore, in my opinion, a lot of the time. So that was honestly really cool of them. Um, but I will pull this up here really quick. So this is going to be coming out. It supposedly, it was supposed to drop June 30th was when pre-orders were supposed to go out. I pre-ordered it, or not June 30th. Yeah, June 30th. Yeah, that's when the pre-orders were actually supposed to come out. I ordered it June 27th, I believe. Um, just before the pre-orders were supposed to ship, and then they sent everyone who pre-ordered an email letting them know that they were changing distributors. Um, and so the game's delivery was going to be delayed, which is fine. They distributed a ROM of the game for the people who were really eager to play it. And I did play a little bit of it, but for now, I'm going to wait until the physical copy arrives at my door before I actually play through the whole thing. Um, and also that way I can share my full experience of the game with you guys when it finally does arrive on my doorstep. So um, let me uh, pull up the game website or the game information on the Incubate website, which is where the game is being sold. And then I will go ahead and um, share that with you guys here. So let's go ahead and we're going to turn this off for now. And I'm going to add this in here. Okay. So you guys can kind of see whoops, I'm talking about. Bring this down below our chat here. So we can still see that. But yeah, so this is Dracula Dark Reign for Game Boy Color, made newly in 2026. This is what the game comes with. So it comes with the box for it, obviously, and then it comes with the game itself, which is in a translucent blood red cartridge. Super cool. I'm very excited for this to actually arrive. And an instruction booklet, and then a sticker sheet as well, which is awesome. Um, play a little bit of the trailer here. Okay. That's not really a trailer. This was just showing off the game's title screen. That's pretty cool though. Um, Here we go. So here I can actually show you guys more of the stuff on their website. So the pre-orders for it are open again. I was just notified that the pre-orders are going to be delayed just simply because they're changing distributors still, um, which I believe that the same Infinity pre-orders are going through the same process as well. Um, so there is that. They've got other games on here. Like here's their Infinity game that is also, I believe, on backlog because of them changing distributors. But yeah, so this will be coming in um, soon, I hope. It is a Castlevania style game with which really is pushing the limits of the Game Boy hardware. Honestly, it looks amazing, um, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys and do a full stream. So that's going to be super awesome. Um, but anyway, um, that's all I really wanted to share with you guys tonight. Tomorrow at 6 p.m., we'll get back onto the Mystery Dungeon grind here, and we'll be playing some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tomorrow, starting at between 6 and 6:30, probably, depending on when I get off of work and set up time and stuff like that. So just if you'd like to stay tuned in, I'll be on 6 p.m. tomorrow. Mondays are the gameplay days of the different streaming series that we're going to do on the channel. And then between Sundays and Tuesdays are going to be more of the miscellaneous stuff, crafting, building, unboxing, retro pickups, retro tech, you name it. Um, those are going to be isolated around Sundays and Tuesdays. So, yeah, just stay tuned in and I'll have more stuff coming out soon. All right, thanks, you guys. Have a great night.